Welcome back to The Relatable Black Girl, where I'm your host, Simone. And on this episode, I want to talk about how to be more positive. This is something that I've been working on for a very long time. And the first thing that helped me was realizing that I could not fake positivity. You can't fake it. If you're mad or upset about something, you really gotta express yourself in that moment and let people know how you feel in an appropriate way and at an appropriate moment now, okay? Because it really depends on the situation. Like sometimes you can't let somebody know that they upset you or that you're mad about something. You have to suck it up. But maybe if you have someone close to you that you can vent and kind of just let it out, maybe more than one person, because sometimes we need to talk about things more than once, okay? Sometimes I need to call my mom, and then I need to call my sister, and then I need to call my friend, because I gotta get this out, okay? I got more to say. But I think working on getting over things that upset me quicker and not taking things personal has helped me so much. I have heard, don't take it personal my whole life, but I still continue to take everything personal. And I think that I realized how much I was taking on other people's emotions when I did that. And let me give you guys an example. When I first started my current job, there were people when I came through the door that decided that they just did not like me. They didn't know me and they didn't like me. And I find this happens a lot when people start new jobs, like the people who have already there and they know each other, they like feel like you're going to come and take, like their overtime or whatever it is. Sometimes they're a little upset when they see someone new. And I had to really decide, like, hey, I'm going to let them feel how they want to feel, say what they want to say, but I'm not going to let it change the way I feel towards this new opportunity that I really wanted. I'm not going to let it change how I feel or the care that I provide to my patients. And I'm going to be open to the people who do want to be positive. I'm not going to just shut myself off to everyone because this group of people are like, who's this and where she come from? Like, I'm not going to do that. I'm still going to be open, and I'm also going to be open to them when they're ready to, I guess, let their guard down and they're ready to be positive. I'm open to be positive and I'm open to move forward. And that was just me not taking up other people's emotions and feelings. If you dislike me, that is a you problem. If you don't like the way I dress, if you don't like my hair, my makeup, that's on you. That's not on me. And I'm not taking on that negativity. I'm not about to walk around all day. Can you believe she said my hair, my shoes, or my. That's your opinion. I like the way I look. I think I look good. And I think that's really important if you want to like have a positive mindset. It's to not take things personal. And also surround yourself with people who have more of a positive mindset, who has like a positive outlook on life, who are making good decisions. And because they're making good decisions, their life is going the way that they want it to. And I know life doesn't always go the way we want, even when we make good decisions. But I think it's all about mindset. My battery went out in my car again. It goes out so much. And I looked it up, and apparently the car that I have, a lot of other people have this problem. When I went to go get a new battery, they told me the only battery they had was $271. A $271 battery. I was like, oh my God. And you know what? I was just like, I'm just going to take it. I need a battery. I'm just going to take it. It's okay. And then right after that, I'm looking at my car and I look at one of my tires and I'm like, what is that? I look, it's a nail sticking out of my tire. And you know what? I was like, I'm so happy that I saw this nail sticking out of my tire, because I would have hate to have had a blowout, and then that might have just caused more problems. And the tire was under warranty, so I only had to pay like $74 for a brand new tire, which is great. Okay. And I think in those moments, I just had to be like, hey, I need this. my car gets me to and where I'm going, it's okay. Like just, it's okay. Just suck it up. You'll get that money back. It's not that big of a deal. And it took me a while to get to this mindset because I think it's so easy to feel like all these bad things are happening to me. Why me? Why me? Why me? Why me? Why me? And I think sometimes you got to really look at that as redirection. They always say rejection is redirection. And I feel like that's really true because that nail could have stayed in my tire and I would have had a blowout somewhere and maybe got into an accident and totaled my car, and then I had no car. My battery might have went dead on me somewhere, and then I'm stuck in the middle of nowhere. I'm not from this city, blowing up my sister or my brother-in-law trying to get them to come and help me, but instead I have a battery. So you know what? I don't have to worry about that anymore. And I know sometimes when people talk about certain things, it sounds like so like cliche, cliche, cliche. I used to watch the Tyra Banks show a lot when I was a kid, when she had a show. And she used to always talk about go into the mirror and just look at yourself and just say positive things to yourself. And I used to try to do it and I thought it was so corny. I thought it was so cringe. And I realized how important positive self-talk is. Like now I talk positive to myself all the time, especially if I have to go to work or I just have to do anything that might be stressful or out of my normal daily routine. I will talk positively to myself. I will let myself know like, hey, you got this. Everything's going to be all right. There's no reason to be nervous. There's no reason to be afraid. You're fine. I talk positive to myself all the time, and especially in the shower. I think that's like my favorite place to really be like, you're good, just relaxing in the shower and just being positive towards myself and just loving and caring towards me, because you can't forget about yourself when you're being good to everybody else. You can't forget to be good to yourself and treat yourself good. And it's also really, really important to start eliminating those negative people out of your life, okay? I know we all have that one person that's ready to get on BS when we're ready to get on BS. Okay. But they also have to be willing to be positive when you're ready to be positive. Because if not, y'all just on BS all the time, 24/7. Y'all got to stop. Okay. I feel like I had a friendship where the person was always super, super negative. But I always was feeling like, oh, she's so valid to feel how she feel. And when I would, vent to her, it's like we both was kind of like validating each other's feelings. But it's like we also needed to give each other some like words of encouragement and like some positivity within that. Because if not, then that's just your mindset. Oh, they don't like me for no reason. And maybe you are doing something. I know, like, I don't look like the friendliest person. Like, people tell me all the time that I look mean. And I used to get so offended by it because I felt like I would be so offended. But I've heard it so much throughout my life. And now that I'm an adult and people be like, resting bitch face this and resting bitch face that. And I'm like, you know what? I think that they might be right. Maybe I need to try and smile more often because people take the way that I'm just sitting here chilling, they take it as I might have an attitude problem. And even I don't cross my arms anymore. I love to cross my arms, fold my arms up. That's just comfortable to me. But I have noticed that gives off a very like closed off, And so I make it my business to not fold my arms. Even when I catch myself about to do it, I put my hands back to the side because I don't want anybody to look at that and think like, hey, that's an attitude, problem or whatever. Like, I made a list of all the things that I want to work on. And some of them might sound like a little silly, but it was literally like, I want to work on my facial expressions. I want to work on being better at like making small talk with people that I don't know. Cause I've always been like, I hate small talk. But now now that I've worked on it, I really love a little small talk. I love a little chit chat about some nonsense. Stop hitting the curve, y'all. I be tearing that curve up, okay? I need to work on driving. I saw somebody hit the curve and I was like, whoa, that looks crazy. I never want to do that again. And it's like, that might sound silly, but it's like, it's something that I want to work on, making up my bed more often. Like these little things that just kind of make me happy and make me feel like I accomplished something and make me feel good about myself. I do my makeup every day when I go to work. And I know that's like so controversial. The nursing is an aesthetic. Nursing is an aesthetic. And you guys are, but you guys, literally, it makes me feel so much better about my day. It just makes me feel good about myself. Like, oh, you look so good. It honestly makes me feel good. I know I'm about to go in that shift and deal with whatever comes to me and deal with people no matter how they appear. Okay. And by that, I mean, no matter how their attitude is, no matter what, like I'm dealing with people and their family members. Sometimes they're mad, they're upset, and it's not really towards you. Like their anger is like completely misdirected, you know? Seriously, like they would be mad at you because they have cancer, and it's like, I didn't give you cancer, you know? Like I'm here and I'm trying to help you, I'm trying to improve your symptoms, I want you to have a better quality of life. But sometimes they're still upset with you, and it's like their anger is completely misdirected. Like, so it's hard, and that just makes me feel good about myself. It makes me feel better about my day. Looking good just makes me feel better, and I think that's what is for a lot of nurses. And I think it's kind of hard for other people not to understand it because they don't deal with people how we deal with them at such a vulnerable moment. You know, some people, this is the lowest of lows in their life. They're depressed, they have anxiety, you know, they've had this major health change and they can't do the things that they do anymore. And we see people at such a vulnerable state, and people really don't get that and understand that. But I'm getting off topic, okay, you guys. Let's talk about being more positive. You guys have to really, really understand that your life is yours, you know, and yours only. And you can't control other people, what they say and what they do. Okay. You cannot. If you can separate yourself from them, separate. But if you can't, ignore. Learn to ignore, learn to not take things personal. Just, you know, brush it off. You know, it's nothing. Stop letting people mean so much to you that shouldn't, honestly. They ain't paying no bills at your house. Like, why you care about their opinion when they didn't buy your clothes? They didn't buy your makeup. It's your face. It's your body. You know? If you want to work out and you want big arms, get them. Like, it's your choice because it's your life. And I have just been trying my hardest to just stay positive, especially with everything that's going on in the world. I've had such a rough start to my year. I lost my father in December. I fractured my foot. I got really sick with the flu, and then I got the stomach flu like a week after. It was so crazy. But I'm just trying to be positive and just staying focused on the things that I want to accomplish in my life. You guys, I know it's been a while, but I had to take a much needed break. Okay. But I was on like, because I listen to like a lot of podcasts, and I was on like some of my podcast favorite people, podcasters. And I was just like, oh my God, like, why are they not posting? Like, I miss hearing their voice. I miss hearing them talk about different topics. And then it made me think like, hey, some people might be feeling the same way about me. So I wanted to get back on here, let you guys hear my voice. I want to start back posting every week. I really enjoy doing this. And I hope you guys are happy to hear from me. I'm Simone. This is the Relatable Black Girl, and I will see you guys next time.